In our epic ancient myths, powerful gods carefully guard the absolute deepest secrets of the vast and beautiful cosmos. Welcome to History Now Studios. We heavily blend true historical facts with dark fantasy to explore brilliant minds now. In the early 20th century, a mortal man completely unlocked the grand universe using only his quiet, brilliant mind. Albert Einstein was absolutely not a traditional warrior, but his heavy, powerful thoughts violently shattered reality. In 1905, a truly humble clerk working in a dusty patent office completely rewrote our human history. While quietly reviewing simple mechanical inventions, his vast imagination soared deeply into the dark, infinite cosmos. In our dark fictional lore, grand wizards peer into glowing crystal spheres to clearly see the absolute truth of magic. Einstein performed his own grand magic through deep thought experiments, visually riding a brilliant beam of pure light. He truly realized that the massive forward march of time is absolutely not a constant, rigid law across the dark void. Instead, time is a massive, flexible river that completely bends and deeply warps around truly heavy, glowing objects. This profound, truly terrifying realization completely birthed the grand and famous theory of special relativity today. He beautifully reduced the vast, infinite power of the entire universe down to a single, incredibly elegant equation now. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared, completely unlocking the terrifying fire hidden within tiny atoms. 10 long years later, the brilliant physicist introduced the truly massive and mind-bending theory of general relativity. He boldly proved that gravity is absolutely not a simple pulling force, but a deep curving of the actual space fabric. Massive glowing stars and heavy dark planets physically warp the universe, forcing bright light to bend around them now. The entire global scientific community was absolutely stunned when a solar eclipse completely proved his wild theory true. Overnight, the quiet, humble clerk transformed into a massive global icon, heavily celebrated like a grand ancient king. But absolute brilliance always carries a deeply tragic and incredibly heavy burden in the harsh, violent, mortal world now. As a brutal, truly terrifying world war violently erupted, his brilliant pacifist heart was completely and utterly broken. The deeply terrified scientists used his elegant grand equation to violently forge the absolute most destructive weapon. In our dark fantasy myths, stolen divine fire always violently burns the mortal hands that proudly dare to wield it now. The devastating nuclear age violently proved this dark ancient myth absolutely true in the most horrific, bloody way now. Einstein spent his final quiet years desperately searching for a truly unified theory to perfectly explain all existence. He bravely chased a glowing, mythical phantom equation that would perfectly bind all the wild cosmic forces into one now. Sadly, the brilliant mortal man passed away before finishing his grand, truly epic mathematical masterpiece now. But the incredibly strange and deeply macabre story of his physical body absolutely did not end with his quiet death now. The very doctor who performed the autopsy completely stole his brilliant, massive brain without any official permission. For many decades, this truly extraordinary organ was heavily kept hidden inside two glass jars in a dark, dusty basement. Modern scientists deeply hoped to find a truly visible, magical spark of absolute genius physically carved in his tissue. They truly discovered that his parietal lobe, the deep center for vast spatial reasoning, was absolutely highly unusual. His incredible legacy completely proves that human curiosity is the most powerful magical force in our entire dark world. He completely taught us to fiercely question the fundamental, heavy fabric of the incredibly vast reality we live in now. At History Now Studios, we deeply love bridging the massive gap between real brilliant science and grand epic mythology. The real universe is vast, profoundly mysterious, and incredibly deeply weird, perfectly mirroring our dark fantasy lore. Einstein was a truly brave pioneer who completely dared to sail his mind into the absolute darkest, uncharted void today. He physically demonstrated that the human mind can perfectly reach the distant glowing stars without ever leaving home. What incredibly fascinating historical figure or absolutely dark magical myth should we truly explore in our next video? Share your deepest, most profound cosmic thoughts in the comments below, and always deeply question the reality you see. Never blindly accept the absolute, simple illusions of the waking world, for the truth is always vastly more beautiful. The brand ancient history of human progress is heavily built by brave adults who absolutely refused to simply conform now. True human history is incredibly vastly more beautiful and truly epic than any fictional magic spell or dark sorcery now. Join our epic channel as we constantly seek to uncover the absolutely terrifying and highly beautiful truths of our Earth. Subscribe to History Now Studios today and completely immerse yourself in the absolute grandest legends of time and space. Thank you for walking bravely into the deeply dark and heavily shadowed corridors of true human history with us right now.